Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing page setup in AutoCAD. We haven't done a video on this, but we're going to do it now. So let's dive right in. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is open the drawing you want to have a page set up for. So I'm just going to come here to my complex floor plan, go to my model space, and we've done this drawing in a previous video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I can create a new layout, or I can use a current layout. So most people will say to delete this viewport here. You can if you want to, and that's what we're going to do just for the sake of the tutorial. So I'm going to delete this, and now we have a fresh sheet. Once that's done, you're going to come up here to the AutoCAD symbol. This will work on most versions of AutoCAD. Go to print, and then you're going to see you're going to not click print. You're just going to come and look at the drop down menu that we have here. So what we have is we have plot, batch plot, but what we're looking for is page setup. So this is going to allow us to set up our page. So click page setup, and what you're going to do is you're going to notice that we have our current page setup. So we have layout 1, we have layout 2, and you're going to see it's going to give us our plot sizes and everything. You can go and create a new layout if you want. However, if you do create a new one down here right beside layout 2, it will show up and populate this page. I'm just going to go modify layout 2. So I'm just going to go click modify. If you weren't using layout 2 but you were using a new one, then you would then go do the same thing, click modify. So I'm just going to go here, click modify, and then we're going to have this pop-up box. So what this pop-up box does is it allows us to adjust our page setup. So I'm going to come here, and you're going to see it's going to give me a variety of things I can choose to do. So I can print it, I can turn it into a PDF. For the sake of this, we're going to turn it into a PDF. So there's a variety of selections here, and I'm just going to do Microsoft Print to PDF, and then you can go and select your paper size. So I'm just going to do an A4 size sheet. You can also change the drawing orientation in the bottom right hand corner, so you can see you have portrait, you have landscape, so you can select whichever one you want. And then if you come here, plot area, we're just going to do layout. You can offset the plot, but we're going to keep that. And then what we're going to see is we have a custom scale. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to match this to what your drawing is. It says millimeters, but I drew that drawing in inches. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to click inches, and I'm going to do a 1:1 scale just to see how it works. So we're going to do 1:1. And then you can see there's also a grayed out section for fit to paper. I'm going to come up here then to my top right hand corner, see plot style table. You can see there's a variety of things here. Monochrome is a good one. I tend to use that one, so click that. And then we're also going to want to click display plot styles. Once that's done, you can come down here to your quality, and you can see the quality of your viewport. So you can go and make it normal, presentation, maximum, draft. So these are all, again, in order from most detailed to least detailed. Normal's pretty okay for most things, and that's pretty much it. So you're going to come see here you have plot options. So plot options is a very good thing to have. You can, you have object line weights, things like that. If you need to adjust those, please do. And then you can also make sure that everything is selected that you need selected. So what you're going to see here is I have it in inches. I don't have it in millimeters. But if it's in millimeters, just do the conversion and you'll be okay. You're going to see we don't have a name for this, but we can do that later. So once this is done, we're going to click OK, and you're going to see that our layout has completely changed. So if we go here and close, you can see that we have our layout like this. If you're looking to master architectural design and get certified in AutoCAD, and you don't feel like spending 2 years and $10,000 or more on education, then we've got the perfect webinar for you. It's called AutoCAD Practical Design. It's completely 100% free. Go check out the link. It's sure to help you, and we look forward to seeing you inside. So once you have everything set and done, you're going to want to add viewports. So just type into your command bar Vport, and you can see we have the Vport command. Click that, and then what you're going to do is you're going to select, the setup for your viewport. So just come here. We're doing a 2D setup. If you're doing a 3D drawing, you can go select 3D. You can change the view. We just have current, so we're going to leave it. And then for 2D drawings, this doesn't really matter too much. We're just going to leave it as 2D wireframe, and then we're going to click OK. However, you can see here, if you're doing 3D, there is a variety of selections here that you can choose so that it shows up on your page setup just like you want. Once that's done, we're going to click OK. And then what we can do is we can come here and we can go and just draw our viewport in. I'm just going to do the one viewport for the main house, and then we're just going to come here and see this. So I had a little bit of technical issues, so I had to go and redo my sheet. So I just want you to follow along with what you've got. So once you've got your sheet, you're going to click on your viewport. You're going to type in copy, press enter, click on the corner that you want to bring it down, put it where you want it, and you should have two identical viewports. Put these viewports where you want them. If you have a top floor and a bottom floor, put the top one on the top or the bottom one on the bottom. You can go and select which one you want to use. And then when you're done, go click into your viewport and look at the scale. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click 1 to 100. It's not going to perfectly fit my drawing in this case. Again, this is just an example. We'll just say that this does like the main floor or plus the garage. And then once that's done, I'm going to come down here, click my lock it in place, and that's locked in place. You then do the same thing here. If I just wanted to do the garage, I would zoom in on the garage, or let's say I wanted to do the back porch. I do the back porch. And I would go and I would find a scale that would be suitable for that portion of my drawing. So I'm just going to do, let's do 1 to 100. It's good enough. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, click lock and lock it in place. Once that's done, what we want to do is get rid of these ugly black boxes that are around our viewport. So we're going to select both of our viewports. So click on the edge of the line that goes around your viewport. You're going to come here, switch the layer to def points. What def points is def points doesn't show up when you're printing. So that will help get rid of that problem. And then you're pretty much ready to go. The next thing you're going to want to do is add your title blocks and everything. If you're interested in that, we've got a video for that. There's a link, and then that's good. So again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.